So in the last video, I covered extrusions on curved surfaces. Now let's talk about localizing topology. So once again, we run into the issue that our holding edges are interfering with the geometric consistency. So essentially we have denser parts and then we don't need those edge loops right here. We simply just need them to hold those shapes. So fortunately, there are workarounds. I'm going to show you one that I find rather useful in some cases. So once again, we're starting with an inset, and then from there what we can do is we can add two more edge loops that follow our inset. And then we can simply add our holding edges, dissolve those two corner edges, remerge them with the actual corner, and then from there we can simply dissolve the rest. And now, as you can see, our shading holds up quite well. And now we can simply go ahead and do those sort of things for the other sides as well. Now, there are obviously a few drawbacks. So if we apply our subdivision, you can see that the topology in those areas is fairly dense. Even though like right now it's working great because we are once again working on a very planar surface. So keep in mind that sometimes if you try to use those sort of loop structures on curved surfaces, they might break. Also be careful like exporting to Maya or 3ds Max, like some of those 3D packages handle smoothing or sub-D a bit differently. But then if we are solely talking about creating a clean high poly model for baking or normal information, and then even in some case for offline rendering, or if you're solely working in Blender, this really does the trick in some cases. So just to repeat some of those steps once more, we want to firstly make sure that we have evenly distributed quads. And then from there we can set an inset, create two more edge loops around our inset structure, add our holding edges, and then like if we want to be very exact, we can just look at the amount and I don't know, make it 0.8 or 0.6, and then add another one, make sure it's -0.6, and then from there dissolve those two, merge those, and then we can simply dissolve the rest. And now, as you can see, everything works out great and we are simply maintaining or localizing our loop structure. Anyway, feel free to leave any questions down below and share your thoughts.